Hey everybody, Dave, Independent Outsider here, rocking my old Bernie hair. Katy, Katy Savage just sent me a video, and she has very high quality video, by the way. My equipment is shot to hell, so my apologies to Katy in regards to the grainy, probably choppy phone video, but she asked a question: does voting matter, and how do we vote, and that kind of thing. My answer is voting, for the most part, doesn't matter. It's the people that matter. There are other things that we can do. Uh, we can inform ourselves. We can talk to one another. We can Skype, well, not really Skype, but we can live stream with one another, communicate, work on projects, research, continue to research, and to a certain degree, protest and that kind of thing. Uh, my thing is not even the two-party system. It's the fact that a 15-year-old can hack the election system. First off, um, second off, yes, it's the money and it's just the ooze of corruption that drips off, and we do not we do not control the system. The public does not control the system. I've heard different angles of this. It's get involved in your local politics. It depends on where you are. Where I am at, it it's corrupt here in New York, on Long Island. It's corrupt. So you get involved in one thing that you are passionate about, or you get involved with people that you are passionate about, or passionate about the same things with, and just work on stuff. Here is the problem with third parties. Third parties are comprised of people who can be corrupted, and a third party, if they become powerful enough, will be co-opted by one or the other parties. I have seen it with the Green Party already in my local, that Republicans or Democrats will use the Green Party line. Now that's good and bad. There is a double-edged sword there. It's cool that they want to use the Green Party line because it shows that we are powerful, more power. We're gaining influence, but at the same time, we cool. 26th of September. It's going to interrupt the. It's going to interrupt. Okay. So the 26th of September, there is a Julian Assange rally in Washington Heights. I have like five different things going on, but to answer, I if it's a weekday, I can't make it. Again, I work, so, but I have to check. Um, to answer your question, Katy Savage, who is awesome, by the way, um, we haven't finished our project yet in regards, but going back to, I don't even know what I said. Heights? Did I say Washington Heights? Washington Square. Sorry. Julian Assange rally, Washington Square. I Let me finish a thought. um, on September 26th. So Katie, I know you and I had worked on a project reviewing a movie, Network. Network was 1976, and they are talking about basically the corruption of the mainstream news, and how news has been corrupted. But it's been part of politics for forever. Um, Politics has been dirty for decades. For decades, I know that it's kind of like the band-aid's been pulled off and the scab's exposed at this point. But no, your vote doesn't matter as much as you think it does. My my thought on this whole thing is, when the system is pushing you to do one certain thing and telling you that it's the one thing to do, you question that. You want to vote, vote. I don't think it matters. I really don't. I think the vote is manipulated. I think the vote tallies are manipulated. I think the information is manipulated. I think those that try to get out the real information, like Julian Assange, Washington Square, uh, September 26th, New York City, 4 to 8 p.m. I think those people are suppressed. So yeah, to a certain degree, Kathy Lloyd, we are in a lot of trouble, but we put ourselves in that trouble. We put ourselves in that trouble by not being thinking critically, and just pushing a lever or putting a little hole in a dot would matter. By the way, Evan, I've been looking for you forever. At some point, we gotta talk because my my computer's down again. It's the same. It's the same problem, and I'm working on the connection, and it doesn't. The hard drive isn't being recognized. I'm almost to the point of bringing it to a shop, which I don't want to do, but because I don't know what they're gonna do, and they're gonna go like, "Oh, you have Windows 7 on your system. What's wrong with you?" Um, but probably, can I replace the hard drive and somehow keep the data, or am I just gonna have to reformat the whole damn thing? That just sucks. But anyway, I digress. The the, the answer to Katie's question is, voting isn't enough. Voting third party isn't enough. It really isn't. I am a member of my Green Party. I'm an officer of my Green Party, but that's not enough. You have to think critically, and you have to evaluate every candidate depending on what their experience is and what their level being a public servant is. Do they have your interest? Tough to tell. I would say base it on their actions, don't base it on their speeches. And if you're going to vote, be be very diligent in researching the people that you vote for and researching the offices that you vote for. Know what you're talking about. Don't go, "Oh, I like that one. I like their hair." No. It doesn't to me it doesn't even matter because the vote counts can be manipulated. I'll vote for another woman. I'll still be a misogynist. But that's that's basically that's basically it. Vote vote counts, or votes don't matter at this point. It is working with on chat boards and trying to come up with local, state, and national solutions. And it's like herding cats. Politics is messy. Trying up with real solutions is messy. It's not just checking a box. The problem is we are too tired, or we're too lazy in some cases. We don't want to be bothered. And when the easier thing to do often puts us in a worse situation. So, oh, I would not be surprised. I believe I am now registered as an independent Green Democrat. I'm all I'm all over the board at this point. Oh, that's that's all I have to say right now. But okay, the answer, it ain't easy. Voting, going, walking a block and checking a box is easy, but it solves nothing. So I hope that answers your question, Katie, and I'll get off of here. This is way too long. But thank you, everybody.